Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of The Cheap Seats. Today, it's the FPL show, but we come with a little twist. We've got some amazing news to let you know. Most importantly, please do like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and everything else, because if you do, you could win yourself something very important. So let me just do this, and then we'll talk about what's going on. So, Cheap Seats is in partnership with Classic Shirts ZA, and they are a classical shirts company that sells classical shirts for the South African market. It's very hard to get shirts out of Europe. Those old United shirts, those Spurs shirts, those Arsenal shirts are on that website. If you go to classicshirts.co.za, you will find everything you need, and there's some very good Black Friday deals. If you go there, you could part with some money. I did last week for a steal, so you could do that. But most importantly, why we are partnering with them is this. We've got a competition where you can win this 1999 classic Manchester United shirt. You don't have to do it. Well, you do have to do something. It's not going to cost you anything. What you have to do is follow these instructions. Go to the Instagram page of One World Sports Radio, which is our Instagram page. Go there, like this post. We have a classic shirts post like that. After that, in the comment section, tag a friend. One comment equals one entry. So you can tag as many friends as you want. We'll add you in. And since we're a bunch of authors, we've got AB, we've got Dean, we've got Wahid. They'll be doing all the work. I'm not going to. I left that a long time ago. And then finally, please do to complete this. An entry is complete if you also, as a person, follow Classic Shirts Czar on Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. There are also other ways for you to be able to get more entries, like take the post and make it what is it? It's a story for 24 hours. We will be looking out for that because we'll be getting all the messages coming through and seeing who. There's a lot of people who've done that so far. It's a really lovely competition. AB says he's been on the website. What have you seen, AB?
Yo guys, so I just went onto the website and I obviously clicked Premier League Manchester United, and they have incredible deals. You can get the current United home kit and away kit for 1,350 rand, and they have all sizes. So
back when United used to be good.
Sure, I was about to say, if it was a better team, sure, that sounds like a deal.
I mean, they even have Spurs shirts, guys. They have 4 Spurs shirts. They even have Spurs shirts. That's when you know.
So we're going to cover a bit of a typical screen with our new logo of our partners.
I'm cool. I get to point at it.
Corner, so please make sure you do that. I saw that Ajax 3 Little Birds shirt, and I was like, I cannot let that go. So I did that. There's that PSG shirt. You can even get printing on it for an extra fee. Go check it out. Really, really lovely initiative. But we're here, guys, because of FPL, because somehow we finally got our first midweek game week starting tomorrow on Tuesday. The deadline's at 8 p.m. South African time, so please don't miss out. You've been warned. So we got the guys together for a quick show. One, I want to ask the guys, I'm going to start with Tep, we're going to go with Dean, and then I'm going to go to AB. How's your weekend? Mixed bag of results, Chelsea not winning. How did your team do in FPL, Tepo?
We'll start with the defense. Sanchez did well. It was terrible for Brighton that didn't score goals, but he got the 8 points, which was great. What was a big surprise was Man City not keeping a clean sheet, and also Chelsea not keeping a clean sheet. And I mean, if you look at the nature of that goal, it was a lucky goal, but they pounced on the luck, and you got to respect Sancho for that. But disrespected my FPL team. Trent got another assist, which was great. I'll touch on that later. Captain Salah came through with an assist. He's been pretty decent that way. But then it was blanks all around except for one particular player, Jamie Vardy. Has been transferred out of a lot of players' teams, but finally, when the fixtures start to turn, he starts to do well. Scored 2 goals, and he really saved my game week.
Leicester's he's got some good games coming up. Leicester have some good games coming up. Dean, I know you went with Harry Kane. I don't know if you did this week or you've held off. But how was your week? Because I went with Harry Kane, and that postponement kind of put me in a little bit of a muddle. Luckily for me, because I captained Harry Kane, luckily for me, Salah was vice captain, and Emmanuel Dennis came in. And
Ooh.
he saved my game week. He got 10
Ooh, that's
points.
good.
Really lovely pick at 5.2. I told you guys it was my differential. Well, I was in Harare. I didn't tell you what my differential was, but that's what it was.
A good one.
Yeah, so that kind of worked out. Aaron Ramsdale taking clean sheets. My defense didn't work out with Livramento, and everyone else conceding. Like in the City and the Man City boys, Chelsea and the Man City boys sort themselves out. But that was my week. Dean, how was your week? I don't know if you put in Kane or did you end up bringing him in?
Yeah, so after Chilwell's injury, I needed to sort out the Chelsea defender problem more than I needed to sort out Ronaldo Kane. So I didn't make the Ronaldo Kane transfer that I planned to, rather switched out Chilwell for James, which looked to be a great move when the Spurs game got postponed, but then Ronaldo got benched, so all in all, both Kane and Ronaldo got 0 points. But yeah, I got a bit lucky with I didn't realize Sanchez was back playing for Brighton. So I had Foster playing, and then he had a groin injury and didn't play, so I got 8 points off the bench there. And then Tony that slotted home a penalty, so at least he got some points up front with some Naka bonus points as well. And then, big surprise, Jimenez blanking against Norwich. Would not have thought that. But they've got one more decent fixture this week against Burnley, and then time to ship him. So all in all, pretty good. I'm up to 39,000th in the world, something like that. So doing well.
Fancy. Look at you, letting us know your numbers. Some of us are.
So the viewers know who to trust.
No,
some of us are 1.3 million in. But anyway, AB,
That's
what
not
happened
bad.
in your week? There was a little bit of drama as you were telling us in the WhatsApp group. What went wrong?
Guys, I went from Liverpool, like being that Liverpool who dominated the Premier League, to being the Liverpool of last season. I feel like I'm Ollie, and I feel like I'm managing this team like I'm Ollie. I had 8 players who blanked. 8.
So what are you going to do
Damn,
now?
dude.
This game week is short. It's tomorrow.
Like a 30-point hit, 28-point hit.
Like, I can't take a 28-point hit because that's the amount of points I'm getting each game week. So it's like, I don't know what to do.
We hit.
There's no wild cards anymore.
There's no wild cards. He's wild carded. Oh no. Oh no.
So
you still got Marcel, AB. What are you?
How do you still have Marcel, dude?
I'm worse than Wahid.
Oh no. No one's worse than Wahid. I think there's only one person worse than Wahid.
Wahid is the land of average. I have an NFL team that I had to create in our NFL fantasy because you can't have odd number teams in your NFL fantasy. So I called it the land of average, but it's actually not that average. It's actually very good. But Wahid's team is the land of average. Okay, so we've spoken about our weeks and the strategies, but it's a shortish game week, so you need to get ourselves, and that's why we're here to give you ideas. And that's what the guys did for me last week. I was sitting backstage, and when Dean said Kane, I was like, actually, against Burnley, sure, why not? New manager bounce. Then I found out it was a new manager hole. But I'm going to go first because I'm keeping my faith in Antonio Conte. But my transfer in now is I'm trusting Arsenal now. I'm going into a dangerous period. This was me, FPL 2009, when I wasn't that good. And I would have 3 Arsenal players in my team. I've done this, but I've realized that Takahiro Tomiyasu has been the best Arsenal defender in FPL. He's got 46 points. He missed the first 3 game weeks, 1 point more than Ben White, your friend Ben White. If he played the first 3 game weeks, he could have probably gotten a minimum of 4 points. That's 50. If you put him up there, he's the top mid to low range priced right back in the lead. He probably would have more points than Aaron Cresswell. Well, not right back, but wing back. Obviously, you get the super guys, Cancelo, Trent, everybody else, but Tomiyasu's that guy. And it took me, Newcastle, to realize that actually this kid is good. Yes, AB?
We got questions.
But Arsenal, he's an Arsenal defender, and they're playing Man United this week.
Yes, so I don't like to double up.
Guys,
targeting the fixtures.
Guys.
So listen to this. Firstly, the last time we played at Old Trafford, we won 1-0. So that's 6
No,
points.
not like that.
He's not coming into my side as a defender in my back 3. he's coming in as my bench defender. So if something goes wrong, I know that I've got somebody like Tomiyasu coming in who's going to be good. And then in those weeks where Arsenal play some random teams like Newcastle, wherever it is, I can do an Arsenal double up or even a triple up with ESR and try get as many points with Ramsdale and thing. I don't like having my keeper and my one defenders together in case they concede because you lose double. But if he's a bench option, I think he's a better bench option for me than Shane Duffy. But for some people who don't have Ramsdale as a keeper, he's one of the best Arsenal assets you could have. And if Arsenal's are in the top 5, then that's what it is. I'm captaining Kane because I'm giving him a lot of chance. I think Tottenham's playing Brentford, London Derby. I want to see the new manager bounce with Conte. So that's where I'm at. Teppo, you had a question? And Teppo's frozen. Okay, cool. While Teppo unfreezes, Dean, let's look at your team.
Yeah, so as I said, didn't make the Ronaldo transfer out last week, but definitely doing it this week. Can't afford to have a 12.4 million asset on your FPL team that doesn't play or is a bench problem, which is weird to say for Ronaldo, but United's fixtures swing pretty soon. I know they got Arsenal this week, but then it gets really good. So the plan is to have Kane for the next 2 weeks. We got Brentford up next, and hopefully after missing that game on Sunday, Spurs players will be well rested and be ready to go all out on Thursday. So going for Kane, also very tempted to captain him because kind of this Salah permanent captain, you know, he's been just getting the assists and looks like Jota's the man there that's getting a lot of the goals now. So touch and go with Kane, but then spoke about captain, and then differential. I know it's early, but I think Sancho is a good cheap option into that United attack with those fixtures. Very early days. Want to see what Rolf does with the team. I think he's not going to be in charge this week, I don't think, depending on visas. But he scored that great goal against Villarreal in the Champions League, and got a great assist
Scored again on the weekend.
Yeah, got a great assist from Virginia. So you need to be able to take those when it arises. And hoping German coach, man, they used to play in Germany at a far stretch, but trying to see what we can pull there. But we'll see. It's touch and go. Might go Kane for 2 weeks and then switch back to Ronaldo. But depends what.
Because I think Spurs' fixtures get a little bit tight somewhere along the way after these 2 weeks, and Manchester United kind of eases off in Christmas. We're going to talk about Ronaldo being benched in the main cheap seats later in the week because that is just wild. I'm with Jamie Carragher. I'm with Jamie Carragher. No, I'm with Roy Keane in that argument, not Jamie Carragher. I'm on the other end. Like, how do you purchase a guy and bench him? Like, honestly. But anyway, Teppo, let's have a look at your team. You went very interesting from a captaincy perspective. You went for the best right back in Premier League history. Reece James as your captain. You're bringing in Jota.
You are
taking out Mbuemo. You've also got Tariq Lamptey. I'm loving that Lamptey pick. But Reece James, my man, what's going on?
No, not what's going on anymore, guys. Guys, we are sleeping on these wing backs and their point holes. Think about who you captain. You captain the person who's getting you points holes. So the thing about Reece James, as if he blanks, or not just Reece James, Cancelo, Trent, same business. If they blank and they get a clean sheet, they don't blank. If they blank with attacking returns, that's what happens. But now they're still getting attacking returns, crazy amounts of attacking returns. The amount of balls that James puts into the box, stupid. The amount of times you see him there in the box, it's crazy. I mean, I did this before on the worst time to do it, but it was also the best time. I captained Chilwell. And if United had just gotten their act together, and Salah didn't score a hat-trick, people would be like, oh my gosh, how did we not see this? Guys, don't sleep on these wingbacks. They're getting points holes like crazy. Literally, Cancelo, Trent, and James, and Chilwell, 1 week, all got mad holes. If we captain there, where'd we be sitting? At the top. We can't sleep on these captaincies, and I think I'm just putting Reece James there just to be like, guys, stay woke. There are points here to be had. Stay woke. Stay woke. And then going to my team.
Smashed past United 4 goals, though, so touch and go. Because, Watford are a really great team, maybe.
Yeah, but they also concede a lot of goals. They concede.
Why do I come on this show?
Yeah, but
Okay.
yeah, think of the wing backs, and then the rest of the stuff. Mbeumo's got to go. That guy,
Fact.
Yeah.
Mbumo, whatever. Yo, what a
I let go.
disappointment, eh?
I let go
Yo,
of Brentford assets.
yo.
The moment David Raya got injured, those strikers had to go.
They child us. Hey, and then finally Tariq Lamptey and Jota coming in. Jota had to come in. He's in the front of the team that scores stupid amounts of goals. Just do it. And then finally my differential, Tariq Lamptey. You know, this guy would actually not be such a differential if people in Brighton could score. Then it would be a different story. Because he's putting in so many crosses. It's fantastic. It's like all the deliveries are there, but more pie keeps
He's
missing
the worst
pies,
striker
man.
in
This
the
guy.
league.
What a waste, man. What a waste, man. So, guys,
Yeah.
get Lamptey in your team for clean sheets because, I mean, I already have Sanchez. So, yeah, back
Especially he's 4.4 owned by about 1% of the players. Last season had that great run where we all had Lamptey in our teams.
The
So
big
I
choice
think
in Tomiyasu, that's for sure.
Dean, come on. You saw Takahiro dominate. But yeah, if you want to go Takahiro, you can go with Lamptey. But yeah, those are the two right backs that I'd say you could look at. But who am I to speak? I'm only 1 million. Dean's in the top 30,000. AB, you're doing something because the last time you were here was game week 10, and you brought in Ben Chilwell, and now you're taking him out. And then you're also going Captain Kane. Reliving the old days much?
Yeah, looks. I mean, Chilwell unfortunately got injured, so what must I do? So I'm bringing in Walker because I can't afford many people because I'm basically Ollie here. Mason Greenwood would probably. Yeah. I just saw Marcel's value's gone down. What happened to that guy?
Yeah, you're just losing stock, mate.
What's happening?
Take hits, AB.
I'm just gonna take hits. Actually, I'm just gonna go.
Take hits,
have a couple
bro.
beers. I'm just gonna just go wild. You'll see. I can get like a 40-point game week, and I'll end up costing myself points. Anyway, yeah, Jota's a no-brainer, but I'm just worried he's not gonna start this next game. Because of rotation. Kane, I still think is a differential because only like 11% of people own him. And when you've got a squad like mine, I'm fishing for differentials here. So it's like, there you go. There's one. You know, probably the best captain. But yeah, Harry Kane as a captain, I went with him as a captain because he's fit because the Spurs haven't played. So they're probably going to be the freshest team
and
this
it's
week.
Brentford.
And it's Brentford. So obviously Spurs are going to lose that because, you know, we can't have nice things in FPL.
But they're playing at the toilet bowl, so you can't judge them.
I mean, that's fair.
I can't even say anything.
Yes. None of you guys selected so one of you guys selected Mo Salah as captain. I went with Kane. Tepo, you went with Reece James. AB, you also went with Kane. Is Vardy an option for
100%.
Leicester?
100%.
Against Southampton. He's got some really nice fixtures coming through. I was looking at some Leicester assets. There's nothing from that midfield unless if you want to trust Yuri Tielemans. But for the next, up until game week 18, that's just before Christmas, they've got some really nice fixtures. They've got, what is it? They have Southampton, Aston Villa, Newcastle, Tottenham, and Everton. I know I put Tottenham in there, but FPL gives it a grey. Tips, yes?
Wait, just a quick sponsor plug and also putting my hand up. What about Madison? He just scored and assisted in the last game. He's 6.6. He's the cheapest he's been. And if he just starts to wake up and becomes the Madison of old, you know, cheeky differential.
I was thinking about that today as a cheeky differential against if you don't want to have an ESR or Gallagher, or even if you don't want to go with
Rafinha.
Well, you should have sold Rafinha by now. But if you don't, go Madison for Rafinha. But yeah, so that's a good call. Any other captaincy options? I know Arsenal's playing Manchester United, so probably don't go Aubameyang because he's going to miss in front of goals.
I've got one.
Yeah.
Pookie versus Newcastle.
At first, I was like,
First game of
ew.
the game week.
But
So
now,
It's a little early relegation scrap there. Eddie
Ooh.
Howe had one good game when he was in charge. Newcastle looked terrible.
they had one good half against Arsenal, and that was it.
Yeah. So I reckon Pookie could do some things there. And then I'm not sure who Aston Villa play this week.
Villa
but-
play
No, it's Man City.
Man
Don't-
City.
ew, no,
The
no,
one
not
thing
yet.
that I will say is so Gerrard picked Watkins over Ings this weekend.
Hmm.
And if he starts putting a lot of trust in Watkins, they've got a good fixture run from mid-December. They go Norwich, Burnley, Chelsea, so ignore that, then Leeds, Brentford. So Watkins could be, and he's at 7.4, so he's at a decent price range to kind of keep there and thereabouts. And he can bang in the goals like we saw last season.
Yes. And John McGinn.
Yeah, can.
John McGinn.
Oh,
seems to
John
be
McGinn.
Even Gerrard's
Yes.
baby. Like he's been scored. He's the reason why he's winning games. So do
Actually,
look out
how
for
much? How much is John McGinn? I would check, but I
don't know.
freeze.
that. That's fine.
He's
I will
5.8.
check for you. 5.8. John McGinn.
He's
Same-
5.8
Same price range as
Oh.
Gallagher and as Emil Smith.
at
Rowe.
ESR. That's interesting.
Yeah, but anyway, guys, let's get to I think that brings us to the end of our show. Remember, most importantly, of our competition here with Classic Shirts ZA. You can win yourself the 1999 Manchester United jersey, that sharp jersey that everybody seems to love. It's a classic. Go to classicshirts.co.za. But most importantly, the three things you need to do are like the post on Instagram, on our Instagram page, tag a friend, let them know what's going on. Then follow us, Classic Shirts ZA, as well on Instagram, and also us on the YouTube channel to be in the competition. Outside of that, thank you very much, gents. Have a great game week. Remember, it starts tomorrow night, Tuesday night at 8 p.m. It ends then. So don't be surprised if you're like, how? Okay, but we've started and your captain is still, I don't know, Cristiano Ronaldo, and he'll be benched for a second time against Arsenal. And then you find yourself in a lot of trouble. Outside of that, have a great game week. Goodbye, good night, and lesale kakahiso.